Year 1912, Titanic, a short story, by Alexander the Great Team. Hi, my name is Jason. I want to tell you about my voyage with Titanic. I traveled the US with a few of my buddies. I joined the voyage with my wife. It was 1912. It was a nice day, April day, in Southampton. We were very happy because we would travel by the largest ship ever from the UK to America. The port was really crowded with men, women, children. Before getting in the ship, we were in a small cafe just drinking something. The voyage would start in 1 hour. Some crew were shouting to the passengers. We drank our coffees and then we started to walk to the ship to get in. We already loaded our cargo. Our room number was 2016. It was a comfortable compartment. This was Titanic.
It was a great feeling to be all together with buddies in Titanic. It will start to travel very soon. We wanted to watch the port from the deck of this huge ship. The passengers were from different countries and traveled to New World America for a new start. The weather had been nice the whole day, but in the evening the fog came over the boat. We did not think much about it because we were too excited to try the restaurant at the west side of the ship. We had heard a lot about it and the food was supposed to be great.
We had our first dinner in the great dining hall of the ship. There were many people inside and everyone looked cheerful. Some music was on and some men and ladies and children were dancing. After dinner, we were back in our cabin.
Around 7 o'clock, my husband and I walked down to our cabin to change into some more nice clothes for dinner. We wanted to eat outside, so we brought our warmer clothes with us. But it was too much fog, so we had to eat inside. We ate a lovely meal and danced a little, but as the night came, the sea became more wild and wavy. I started feeling ill, so I decided to go down to our cabin and to go to sleep. I had to cross an out area to come to my cabin on the other side of the boat. I had to walk alone and it was really scary with the cold wind that blew across my face, and in all the fog I almost did not find the way. But in the end I found my way back to the cabin and fell asleep right away.
When I woke up, my wife wasn't in her room. I was worried. I looked for her. She was in the ship cafe. When I woke up, my wife wasn't in her room. I was worried. I looked for her. She was in the ship cafe. She was drinking tea and waiting for me. When I was with her, I sighed. I knew too many accidents at sea. Fortunately, nothing bad happened. When we ate breakfast, we decided to try the attractions. It was the third day on Atlantic. Everything seemed normal. On the evening of the fourth day, we meet together on the deck to watch the northern stars in a chilly weather. Of course, we took our coffee with us. The mugs were really big and the coffee was hot. We chatted about what we will do in the new world. Soon one of the captain of Titanic came near us and asked a few questions, and then invited us to his cabin. It was the fifth day. We woke up, had breakfast, and spent most of our day in the deck by chatting and watching around. We only went in for lunch. In the evening, we were back again on the deck. And we knew that it was really fascinating to watch the stars. Millions of stars right above our heads. So fascinating. Then one of my friends offered us to visit the captain in the cabin. But when we went upstairs, we were shocked at what we saw. Miles away, we could see the icebergs and the Titanic was getting ahead faster and faster. Another thing which made us shocked was that the captain was sleeping on his chair and there was nobody with him. We had to do something. One of my friends ran away to find someone in charge and very soon returned with a few staff members.
One of them was the assistant captain. He was immediately in front of the steering wheel. Besides, he was ordering the other staff to do something. We didn't understand actually. We knew that he made a few life-saving maneuvers, because Titanic was passing by just a few meters away from the icebergs. Finally, everything was normal as usual. The people on the ship was not aware of this. We only knew it, and we were getting nearer and nearer to America. New York was waiting for Titanic, and yes, it would arrive very soon.
Everybody was excited now. Many of the passengers were on deck. We were also there watching around. Just that moment I noticed Captain Smith. He was coming towards us. He greeted us like a seaman and told us about his dream. He saw it last night when we woke him up. He told us that the ship was hitting the iceberg and about 1,500 of the Titanic passengers were dying. It was a terrible dream. But was it what the captain told us in his dream? Now we would soon land in New York.